Hey, it's Sick Boy from the Gaming Anarchist Collective, and welcome to the Anarchic Eye for February the 27th, 2014. Well, first up, got a little bit of rumour control. This is somewhat the problem with console war trolling fucking idiocy. Somebody started a rumour that Titanfall on the Xbox One will be running at 1080p, as it will be on the PC, because it's not actually an exclusive. Now, people have been going on and on and on about it. Respawn have come out today and just said, no, there is no truth to this. It is not running at that resolution. There is no proof to it whatsoever. End of story. And now people are coming out and saying they're going to patch it to 1080p. Stop! It doesn't even fucking matter that it's not 1080p. Do you not understand what twats you sound like? By all means, stick by your brand. You wanted your Xbox, get your Xbox, fine, enjoy your Xbox. Same goes with all kinds of fanboys in this situation. In this case, I'm ragging on the Xbox One fanboys, but this counts for everybody. Don't make shit up. It's fucking worthless. This is the internet. On the internet, people talk shit, use no evidence to back this stuff up. This rumour came out of the ether. Some tosser made it up. It's not like it's come from some kind of internal source at Respawn or EA. It's come from nowhere because it's based in nothing. Now, I just put on Twitter a little bit ago that while we're doing that, let's just make up some rumours. Fine, here we go. As I tweeted, Final Fantasy 15 is going to be a Wii U exclusive. Now, I'm going to continue asserting that that is true until Nintendo specifically say it's not true. Other people will come along and saying that Witcher 3 will be on the Game Boy Color. And we'll just make up rumours and completely ruin the legitimacy of the internet for sharing information. Shut the fuck up if you are going to spread and make up fucking stuff like this. Seriously, it's one thing if you mistakenly spread a rumour that's got no founding. You've made a mistake, but you're not some kind of arsehole for it. These twats are just such a waste of goddamn time when it comes to the gaming industry. Shut your fucking face and enjoy playing your Titanfall. It's out. It's coming out soon. Play it. By all means, love it. Enjoy the game. Like I've said, I can't touch it. Not touching Origins. Just not. EA can go fuck themselves. They're not getting my money. I'll probably be playing Lords of Shadow. And I probably will get Metal Gear now they've dropped the price. I'll be playing those games. I'll be playing games that I'm interested in. Sorry, not going to touch EA. Never mind. Well, this is a little bit of old news, but there's a little bit of an expansion to this. With regards to South Park: The Stick of Truth, in Europe this game is being censored. Now, I wasn't aware of what was being censored, and it turns out that there are two specific things that are being censored, but there's 7 instances. One of which is anal probing, and the other one being an abortion performed on, I believe, Randy Marsh. So, apparently that's too sensitive for Europe. We can't have that. Now, I do appreciate that abortion is a very dodgy issue. Not because this is from the TV series where the bus driver queefed out a dead child. Let's ignore that. I mean, it's not like South Park have ever done anything like this. But, you know, not that they had the, where Cartman wanted to make his own pizza place out of aborted fetus stem cells. If you like South Park, you're not really going to be offended by abortions or anal probing, are you really? But you also thought it would be a good idea to put it in there because they felt that they need to censor it outside of America. I want to ask an interesting question. Where is abortion more divisive than in America? This isn't necessarily game related to ask this question, but it is related to this censorship issue. How many countries have had abortion doctors murdered? I know America has. Have there been abortion doctors murdered in the UK? No. Any in mainland Europe? Not that I'm aware of. There may have been some. Where is one of the major divisive issues? Presidential elections. For or against abortion is a major political topic. You do not see that in other countries. Because of the religious rights held with regard to the political arms of America. I'm fascinated to see that a European publisher looked at a game in America where abortions are one of the most divisive and offensive things as regards to general population, and think that, oh, keep it in the US and censor it in the UK and the rest of Europe. I think that's absolutely fucking insane. Well, if the proposed Tax Reform Act of 2014 in the US is anything to go by, that was proposed by the Republican Party, there are going to be some issues for violent video game manufacturers in the US. Now, they've decided that they would do tax breaks for R&D to ensure that innovation and invention retained in America, because of course it's going everywhere else. Same thing's happening in the UK. Innovation, R&D, a lot of these things are going to either other major markets or emerging markets, your BRICMs, your Brazils, your Mexicos, Russia, India, China. So that's where the money's going, because that's where the countries are willing to throw money in to protect R&D and to entice businesses in. Now, America's trying to do that and retain their industrial edge. But in sneaks in the religious right. With their weird... Some of these people have got some weird fucking attitudes, and one of them being that violent video games is some evil pox. So whereas all companies will receive R&D tax credits, that will not happen for violent video game manufacturers. They don't get it because they make violent games. I'm presuming then that Fox, that publishes 24, that's violent. We're going to get them? You're going to stop them as well? Are Fox going to lose their R&D tax credit for the fact that they publish television programmes with violence in? I fucking doubt it. The army? Every military contractor in America gets R&D tax credits to make fucking bombs! But oh no! Gun manufacturers can get tax credits, but fucking hell, don't make a video game with a gun in it, because that will kill all the children! Fuck's sake! That is just insane, that is. They're not talking about TV, they're not talking about Hollywood, they're not talking about industrial weapons manufacturers. No. None of these things. They all get the tax code reforms. God forbid you're a small developer that wants to make a violent video game, because fuck you, you're at a financial disadvantage. Now go make yourself a PG game. Go make a game for E for everybody. Go on, go do that. Because I'm afraid it works against your best interests. Not that the biggest selling game of all time was Grand Theft Auto 5. Not that before that it was Call of Duty. Not that violent video games don't bring in more retail tax, more income tax on the developers. Because of the size of the teams and the development budgets for these titles. They bring in fortunes with tax revenue. And you're going to penalise them through some made-up link. That is when politics and religion has no business. Ideology, theology, just make it, and making shit up has no difference between... Because how the fuck can you be a party that supports libertarian ideals and then turn around and go, oh, it's violent video games? If you're going to be a libertarian, be a libertarian. You're going to be a small government party, be a small government supporter. But then don't go, yeah, I'm all for small government, get the government out of our lives, except for video games! Get away from the video games and kill all the kids. Can't have the dead kids. They're playing the video. Now put that gun, shoot that gun. No, faggot, don't play no games inside. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm at a loss for words for the kind of stupid fucking rhetoric bullshit that gets put into even simple things like financial reforms. It's fucking insane. Well, with regards to mobile gaming being where all the big developers and publishers are pushing their money towards mobile gaming, because of course things like Angry Birds came along and made absolute fortunes, and other titles as well have come on. Flappy Birds, obviously most notably recently, made a ton of advertising revenue. So that's why we get these abhorrent Dungeon Keeper nightmares that EA have brought out. Now there's been a recent survey and it shows that, with regards to mobile gaming, 50% of the profitability of these titles comes from 0.15% of the gamers. These are called your whale customers. These are the ones that plough money into a title and make the title viable. Because millions and millions may play the game and not spend a penny. And you still believe that this is some kind of safe growth. How long do you think, or how do you think you are going to retain these high-spending, tiny fraction numbers? You think this is sensible? You think your microtransactions and the way you're doing things is sensible? You can't even get 1%, not 1% of your customers pay. Not even 1%. 0.15%. That is fucking ridiculous. Because all it takes is a couple of those to leave, a few of those to leave, a small proportion of those to leave, go do something else. Your profits tank. You cannot possibly do this. Do you know what? When you work for big business, okay, one of the things that they really want to do is to not rely so much on one product being a huge income. And certainly if you've got a product that is essentially free with a potential charging, you would not dream to put your investment backed on 0.15% and the 99.85%, those people bring you the other half. That's the least sustainable, dumbest fucking business strategy I have ever heard. Except for let's just spend loads of money on something and just give it away and not accept any money for it. That's the only thing that could be dumber than what you're doing there. And this is major corporations putting all of their resources. Square Enix are doing it, EA are doing it, Konami have done it. All these large companies are pumping their money into mobile for the sake of these tiny amounts of customers that pay. That's fucking insanity. Well, EA must have heard me say their name. The stench of evil has wafted all the way up into my loft. But here we go. Now, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare's reviews are coming in, and they are largely positive. The game seems to be quite fun. But reviews, particularly here the Eurogamer review, which is linked in the description field, praises the game for not having any nefarious microtransaction tactics. Good news, you might ask. You might think that's fantastic. However, the problem being is that microtransactions are due to be patched into the fucking title. This is a problem. This is a problem with these early access reviews. They're getting essentially a beta version of the game to review because they patch these things day one. So you're getting your experience based on this old version. Now, it's very easy for a company like EA to withhold negative features and then plough them in. Stick in a paywall here or there. Easy fucking peasy to do that. Very easily can they do that. And you know what? They won't give a shit if you're angry after the fact because you've already bought the fucking game. And you may have bought it on the recommendation and on the praise that it doesn't have microtransactions. Well, newsflash, it's gonna fucking have them. That's bullshit. That is one of those things that just shows EA as the shoddy fucking organisation that they are. That is fucking bullshit. They couldn't have had the store in there and had inactive... No. It's excluded from the title until it's updated. It seems to be there's nowhere in the game that suggests microtransactions. So they've clearly done this to hide it in order to get positive reviews and to avoid negative press. Well, negative press has found you, fuckface. You scabby, fucking, thieving, dishonest cunts. And you should not be allowed to get away with this kind of shit. Well, I'd like to end on a high note. Starbreeze, who are responsible for Payday 2 and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. They have announced spectacular profits. I'm really glad to see some good news coming out of the industry. Payday 2 made so much money. Brothers has been widely claimed. Total Biscuit, of all people, said it was the greatest game of all time. Now, I haven't played it, and I can't really decide for that, but he honestly claims it is the greatest game of all time. Now, that may well be hyperbole because he's liking the fact that it's a novel idea and that the storytelling is well done, but that's his position on the matter. Those two titles have done exceptionally well. They've had some serious financial woes up to now, and their profits are skyrocketing. On the grounds of two high-quality, well-received titles. It's good to see sensible investment in the right product resulting in good profits for the company. Anyway, guys, you've been looking through the 2020 vision of the Anarchic Eye. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you guys later.